Batman v Superman came out in 2016 and made like 870 or something million dollars worldwide before it left theaters. And although that's a truckload of money, the movie was not seen as a hit by a lot of people because a lot of people expected it was supposed to make $1 billion. And of course, critically, as I think all of us know, there were a lot of people who hated that movie. There were a lot of us who liked it and enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but a lot of people did not. And one of the big reasons why they didn't is because they felt that Batman was mischaracterized. Is mischaracterized a word? I know mischaracterization is a word, but whatever. They felt that Batman was off, not behaving the way that Batman should be behaving in the movies. And believe me, I understand. And I think as much as I'm a DC fanboy and like cheerleader, people I think that I don't understand or I don't care, but I do understand. And I will tell you right now about the anti-Batman argument in BVS. Batman is supposed to be the world's greatest detective, right? But in BVS, he didn't really seem to be doing that much detective work, at least not when it came to Superman. You know, he kind of instantly, he does do some research, but then he decides that Superman needs to be killed, is responsible for all this horrible stuff, and he just decides that Superman's the enemy, he must destroy him. He doesn't, as you would expect a detective to do, he doesn't like question Superman or ask him, is this true? Did you do this? I don't think that Superman and Batman even had an actual conversation in that movie. It was just like, do you bleed? Well, you will. I mean, it was just like a bunch of, puffing out their chests, threatening each other. I don't think Batman ever actually approached Superman as, two people to, feel him out, meet him halfway, see what he's like as an actual, person, human being. That didn't happen in BVS. And I think a lot of people would have expected that the real Batman would do that. Lois Lane did it. Lois Lane in Man of Steel, and in the beginning when she was first investigating, Clark Kent and Krypton, she found clues. I think she met him at his farm. She talked to his mother. She actually, tried to meet him halfway, person to person. And it's like, if Lois Lane can do that, why can't Batman? Batman's supposed to be sneakier and smarter than Lois Lane, right? Or at least, but I don't know. It's not all about smarts. It's all about personality and stuff. I guess Lois Lane's a nicer person than Batman is. But anyways, that's the criticism, one of the many criticisms people have leveled at Batman v Superman. Batman was off, and Batman killing people and stuff. Even though Batman actually has killed people in other movies, and people didn't mind there, so I don't know why they were so upset in BVS. But anyways, that's pretty much when it comes to Batman, that's the main reason why people who didn't like him in that movie didn't like him in that movie. Now, Zack Snyder has and other people have explained this in that this was not supposed to be in BVS Batman at his best. This was a Batman who was broken, who was cynical, who was just, he was at his worst. Life, being a crime fighter in Gotham City and having people like one of his Robins got killed, all this bad stuff happening to him and people he loves over the years, that broke him down. This wasn't the Batman at his best. This was Batman who had been tainted by a hard life. And that's why he was this way. That's why he wasn't being the detective we expected him to be. That's why he was totally overly aggro with Superman and, immediately decided Superman had to be killed instead of, giving him the benefit of the doubt. He came around towards the end of the movie, but that was after, spending like an hour and a half of not being that way. So, depending on which side of the fence you're on, like, you buy one or the other argument. Either Batman was off, there's no excuse for him to be this way, or, well, Batman was having it rough. This is why he did those things. And you know which camp you're on, right? But, regardless, DC and Warner Brothers overall, they did understand the fact that fans were unhappy. Too many fans were unhappy with the portrayal of Batman and other things, which is why in Justice League, I think we saw both Batman and Superman approach more closely to their true selves, right? Batman was less of a jerk towards Superman and the other members of the Justice League. He was still kind of a jerk, but not the complete, homicidal jerk he was in BVS. And Superman was becoming closer to the more confident, at least less depressed and brooding character he was in Man of Steel and BVS. Although I liked Superman in Man of Steel and BVS, but they have to make these movies for everyone, not just me. So there you have it. my video about why people did not like Batman in BVS. I'm not saying that's why I didn't like Batman in BVS. I'm saying that's just, was a general consensus among a large group of people, which is why one of the reasons why DC and Warner Brothers have changed course in their direction with DC movies going forward, which we'll see manifest itself in Aquaman, Shazam, and Wonder Woman 1984, and probably every DC movie going forward. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!